It's Tuesday morning. Thanks for clicking on to today's Vogan's European Outlook. A lot of things going on, of course, and we'll continue to monitor the situation, the models, as we go through the next few days. Of course, we do have a mild start to the week, a very quiet start to the week, in fact, as well. Not an awful lot going on thanks to high pressure that is in charge across the majority of the UK. But as we start to press through later Tuesday and the Wednesday, we do have an area of low pressure pushing in off the Atlantic, and that is going to be the key component to shifting our pattern from mild to indeed much colder, of course. But like with each and every model run, we are seeing ever so slight changes, but the overall theme continues that it's going to be a very cold end to the week, and we are going to see some snow. And then things may get more interesting as we go towards the second half of the weekend, because we have another area of low pressure that is going to be pushing through. Exactly where that centre pushes through across the UK is going to be key as to how much snow and where we're going to get the snow. Now, I'll show you in just a second where the GFS has the centre pushing through. That is going to favour a fairly substantial snow event across the central portion of Scotland during the day on Sunday here. But before we get there, let's look at this week. Let's look at the big turnaround coming in. So settled at the moment, even into the day today, Tuesday. And then as we press through the course of the next few days, we're going to see weather pushing in across the far northwest of the UK. And then as we start to enter the day tomorrow, we are going to see rain pushing in. Also, we're going to be talking about gales along the coast. Don't think we're going to particularly talk about severe gales or anything, but we are going to be talking about some pretty wet and windy conditions. But along with that rain, unfortunately, we're not going to get the benefit of this, but we are going to see temperatures into the potentially into the low teens, believe it or not, even across parts of Scotland, as though the air comes in from the southwest, so from a subtropical direction, it is going to be fairly mild. And then as the front pushes through, the winds veer west northwesterly, and then we'll start to tap the Arctic air. But it's a fairly messy affair Wednesday into Thursday. We've got the main core of the low pushes through during the day on Thursday. We've got another system, if you notice here, that's kind of hanging back here. That feature itself is going to dumbbell its way across the northern half of the UK during the day on Thursday, and it's that abrupt change from mild to start the day Thursday to a much colder end to the day on Thursday. That system then barrels its way towards Scandinavia. Very tightly squeezed isobars indicate severe gales from the north. Could be talking about blizzard conditions across much of northern Scotland, I think, even to low levels, as the air is coming straight out of the Arctic here. And it's as this system pushes through, we are going to continue to see that northerly airflow, more pulses of snow coming down. I still think at this moment in time, this is of course on Friday at 3 a.m. UTC, we still could be talking about little to no snow in the central portion of Scotland. It's further north up into the Highlands and the North Highlands that I think this is where we're going to have a lot of problems travel wise, trying to get from, like, say, the central belt up into Inverness and further north. I think we're going to see snow becoming more and more of an issue as we go through the days succeeding that passage of low pressure. As we go through the day on Friday, we continue to have that northerly wind. Temperatures, rather than being at 10 to 13 Celsius during the day on Wednesday, they're going to be struggling to reach 2 or 3 degrees during the afternoon on Friday. Factor in that strong to gale force northerly wind for all. We're going to be talking about severe wind chills below freezing quite easily, and certainly up over higher exposed areas where we'll be talking about a wind chill likely in the minus, probably the minus 15 to minus 20, believe it or not. And it's as we go from the late week period into the weekend, high pressure tries to build in, but if you notice, it kind of gets suppressed further towards France. And then in comes this next area of low pressure, and this could be the problem for central Scotland. Notice that the corridor of heaviest precipitation is sliding to the southeast. Bear in mind we've got cold air sitting over top of the British Isles. As that moisture bumps into the cold air, we're talking about snow. Now, at this moment in time, the GFS has a large swathe of snow stretching really from the kind of East Anglia the Midlands, up through the spine of England and into southern and central Scotland, which is quite interesting. Then the area of low pressure, a deep low at that, and continuing to deepen as it pushes in, is going to then push across the north of England. And look at that there. We've got a major snow event for southern and central Scotland during the day on Sunday. So again, take this with a pinch of salt. We're only on Tuesday. We're talking about Sunday. A long way out, but a very interesting solution that the models are printing out here. The finer details, like I say, will chop and change. The overall theme is that it's not so much for central and southern and Scotland and northern England. It's not so much late this week, but it's more the end of the weekend that we could see the more bigger potential for snow as we go forward here. And then, of course, as that system clears out, we've got another wave of cold air coming down. If we've got snow cover, lighter winds, and of course, clear skies, we could be talking about some very, very chilly temperatures indeed. Lots going on. Keep it right here on marvelgoingweather.com, and I'll keep you posted as best I can. Bye for now.